I can feel the burden from within me is just slowly getting lifted off. Obviously, you know, um, it was great that Liam, as well as the other writers and script doctors that took their time to actually really analyze how this was all going to play out in a more appropriate manner in a way. Because even writing a character's depression is not as straightforward as I guess some people would like to make it out. You know, you really have to really study up on it, even from personal experiences from others as well. But yeah, I will say this. Oh yeah, I'm not playing script. Like a little bit of, I guess, trivia, sort of slight behind the scene. Liam's told me that some of the people that he's worked with within this mod have basically got the same sort of feeling and of depression of how they felt like Sayori has. So in hindsight, it was a lot more. I don't want to say easier for them to find exactly how to actually write depression into the game, but you know, it was. They didn't really have to go too far or to an extent of actually really having to go out of their way to find how to actually write it in the case of Sayori. So obviously I don't know, you know, anyone else within the project of this game, because you know, this is everything that Liam has actually done in the most part. You know, he knows the people and knew exactly who were those people who were right and fit to providing some feedback to all the writing that was involved as well, because you know, yeah, you know, effort, collaborative work that these people have done as well. Well, shit. You know, who knows how the outcome could have been. We could say it's a slight improvement at least. Or it could have been worse. I mean, for the original game, it seemed like, again, the outcome we tried, whatever choice we made, only seemed to have put fuel onto the fire. But however this plays out, because, you know, this is a different story. So no one wants to look at that sad face as well. For me, you know, I will say it takes quite a lot for me to actually even feel any form of sadness. Sayori was, you know, was like a little example for that to actually hit hard very much, because Doki Doki has actually just has this sort of this feeling that really gets you hooked on, especially the more you read into it and the more you can sympathize and relate to the characters. Then yeah, of course. They do a really good job at actually getting you to express those emotions out. Well, she's still up, which is good. She seems to have a bit of bags under her eyes. You got one of those old-fashioned, like 90s computers, printers, not like the one in Office Space. Oh God, no. This is nice. We don't actually get to. Oh yeah, I should say we actually get to explore a little bit more of the other girl's lifestyle. Here we see this is Sayori's living room, and you know, in the original Doki Doki Club, we only got to see her bedroom and I think partially her other house. And I want to say we also got to see the girls' other rooms, but in this mod they have sort of expanded it a little bit more to it. It really, you know, helps sort of build a bit more of the character and all that, if I can put it in a way. Oh. No, it doesn't mean it like that, for God's sakes. It should be good. Yeah, it's a Sunday. I think it's just best that you just keep it to the group in which they sort of do know in a way. But, you know, I don't want to say as if that is the correct way to go, obviously. Anyway. Shit, that was quick. Wait, has Yuri always wore that? Yeah, I think she has, from memory, but probably not. But I imagine her to be in a cardigan. I think that's what you call them. But sure. Meanwhile, fucking Natsuki just kind of stands out as being more than just casual, of course. you know, I think we're trying to establish on the fact, yes, but it's not a harem, for God's sakes. You know, this is completely, we're much more mature about the whole situation, okay? Especially we need a little sister to bring up the, state the obvious, of course. We don't want a reverse harem, though. You with 5 other guys. Anyway. Yeah, that would be Natsuki. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. Alright. Why is it always the little ones that are fucking dangerous? Oh boy, I love cupcakes. Who told you? A sweet tooth. What did you expect? Oh god. But you see, in their language, no means yes. They just don't want to show it. In a way, you can say it's like a first impression. Well, that and a mix of, you know, again, I think it was all inevitable that Natsuki, and I could be wrong when I say this, but has a, I guess, a general sort of, what's the word I'm thinking of? I guess it is, yeah, impression towards guys as well. She probably views them as they're all being, you know, a bunch of idiotic perverts, if anything. Oh, Jesus Christ. What? Okay. Wait, what? As she's setting things up, my nose catches a whiff of a scent and flowery scent. Right. Is that jasmine? I know what he means by jasmine is the smell, but fuck. Okay. It's the team player towards a guy, the only guy in the room. I mean, I'm just getting sort of the wrong kind of vibe when I hear team player. But anyway, that's just me. God damn, it sounds like a fucking buzzsaw. But May. We've only just met and already she's resorting to giving her some sort of little catchy nickname in our way. May. Exactly, Liam. Obviously, I want one of your goddamn cupcakes. I would have just kept it to yourself, bro. Honestly, it's probably the last thing you need to do is, really set her off a little shorter, so we'll probably kick your nuts aggressively, as hard as Satanas. Sorry, I was a bit distracted. I just got a text message from someone who, which is, I won't say it's funny, but we were sort of, it in relation, I guess, from like where Sayori was coming from. This person is also not to the very extreme end of depression, but this person has anxiety as well. Sayori doesn't have anxiety, but yeah, I'm just sort of lightly distracted upon that. But anyway, just give me a second. Okay. It means she listens to fucking hardcore metal. Something that you wouldn't understand. I've already read in some comments where people have actually been saying they really enjoy the MC's little sister Mayura already, especially right now with the chemistry between Natsuki and her. I guess they're almost similar in age, as well as height and interests. I mean, who knows where it's all going to kick off. So I don't need to chew my food right next to the microphone. I should have some more manners and that shit. Oh, don't be. Last thing we need to feel right now is bad, especially to ourselves. Sometimes I want to die. Yeah. I remember. I'm pretty sure that was said from the original game too, from memory. And I knew it pretty much heavily implanted in towards this mod as well. Oh, okay. I thought it was my eyes for a second. She was a bit blurry, but no, that was, I guess, intentional. But yeah. Yeah, a lot of them are, apparently. At least from my again from my end, the ones that really are afraid to open up about themselves with how they truly feel. I know that one of them really took it very personally and deeply of being judged, whether kindly or cruelly. No matter what, how you think of that person, this particular person, she'd take criticism on it and would fault herself for it. So yeah. Yeah, let's just hope the other two, get their confidence in as well. Oh. I've made the comment from the first session where Liam established her as Mrs. President, which is MISS, and now it's just Miss President. Weird. Out of all the other girls, well, I suppose they're occupied with other things, but yeah, okay. I guess that makes sense. See, it's a thing that Liam has as a trait. He just blurt things out, of course. A decorative banner. Goddamn. Okay. Well, acquainted with most, and probably a little bit more with one, and not in any suggestive manner that you guys might be thinking. Oh, Jesus! Wow, look at that. The gang's all here. Yeah, it's actually good that we actually get to see the different expressions from each of the girls. Obviously, you saw Natsuki's big shit-eating grin when she said that remark. Obviously, it just really adds depth towards their characters, considering on the conversation, of course. So. Yeah, they're basically doomed. Yeah. Next slice of pizza. Special meeting over the weekend. Do we get extra pay for it since it's a weekend contribution?